we should get. I mean, there are more federal agencies than there are years since the establishment of the United States.
It's actually happening. The Department of Government Efficiency has launched on X, ran by Elon and Vivek, and they've already posted their first post, working overtime to ensure your tax dollars will be spent wisely. Now, I think there's a little bit of confusion on what exactly DOGE is going to be. There is a clip circulating where Elon gives a little more clarification on what exactly is expected, and then we will get to what Donald Trump has to say.
All the federal agencies and say, do we really need whatever it is, 428 federal agencies? Like, if there's so many that people have never even heard of, and that have overlapping areas of responsibility, we should, I don't know, we should get, I mean, there are more federal agencies than there are years since the establishment of the United States, which means that we've created more than one federal agency per year on average. That seems a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. So we should have, that seems crazy. I think we should be able to get away with 99 agencies. I don't know. That seems a lot like a lot of agencies.
It's a lot. Yeah. 2 per state. That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. We should have fewer agencies, and they certainly shouldn't have overlapping responsibilities. And then we need some kind of, we just need a review of regulations to say which ones are sensible and which ones are not. Because if you've got regulators every year, they're going to add more regulations, just automatic. Like they just output regulations, and there's more laws and regulations every year until basically everything's legal, so we can't get anything done. So we need some kind of garbage collection for regulations that don't make sense. I think I'm saying very obvious things.
You are saying obvious things.
Yeah. So
which will be very unpopular things.
Yeah.
Tucker's face really says it all. Is this even possible? Well, everything is possible, I guess, nowadays, according to the Donald Trump campaign, where he set the record straight and he made it 100% official. Now, I'm not going to read this off to you, but I think it's important to note. It says right here, it will become potentially the Manhattan Project of our time. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of the government, which is very unique and historic, and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. Okay, another way to think of the Department of Government Efficiency is community notes in real life. If you are unaware, on the platform X, let's say this user right here says something completely false or is a lie or posts a picture that's a lie or misleading. There is something known as community notes that will be posted about that. And pretty much this is known as open source. So if this user tries to lie, the open source will call out that user for altering the truth. This is what the Department of Government Efficiency is going to do. Let's say in the Air Force, there is a colonel who decides to spend $15,000 on one coffee mug because in the Department of Defense, it's use it or lose it. So a lot of times, these higher ranks will spend all of their money to make sure they get it all back, use it or lose it. So in turn, the Department of Government Efficiency will call that out and say, hey, this guy right here is spending $15,000 of money he doesn't need just to perceive that he's actually using it. So again, it is open source and the public will see it. So the theory is these government agencies will actually be forced to do their job in the most efficient way for our tax dollars because we are paying for it.
Well, Elon Musk suffered a humiliating demotion tonight by Donald Trump. The theory that Elon Musk might become, in effect, a co-president or the real president, while Donald Trump, in effect, retires to a life of golfing, suffered a significant setback tonight when Donald Trump announced that he would give Elon Musk a job that does not exist and will last at most 18 months.
Okay, so I'm going to be as nice as I can here because there's nothing more sad than a news anchor from MSNBC trying to hate on the world's richest man who literally owns one of the largest telecommunication companies in the world, launches rockets into space, catches them in midair. This guy right here really has the nerve to say Elon Musk had a demotion. Elon Musk was the one who wants selfless service for this country, and Vivek. They are the ones who said they want to help manage this country, and they want to sacrifice their time. So again, what you're going to start seeing is the hating on Elon, hating on Vivek, especially from MSNBC, which, by the way, they might be sold and all these people might lose their jobs. So everything they're saying is pretty much irrelevant. Again, I don't want to be too mean to these people because they might actually lose their jobs for real. But again, you are going to start seeing this rhetoric of how can it be that civilians can call out government officials? That is what people voted for. If you voted for Trump, you knew that was coming because we want that. We want the world's richest men, the smartest men, the most efficient people in the world to call out where the government is slacking. Anyone ever who's ever been to the DMV, you have always wished you could make a phone call and say, hey, why is the line 500 people long when all you have to do is add another person and cut it in half? That is what we want. I know that is a very simplified version of what Elon is going to do, but in theory, that is what we all want him to do. It is not a demotion, MSNBC. You guys are just very embarrassing and very salty that you guys lost the election, and not only that, really got caught lying with all the facts. Now look, I 100% think it's fair. We all have the right to question, how is this actually going to work? Do you need security clearances? How much information are these guys allowed to know? How could Donald Trump even invent this position because it's never been done? But again, the reason why we have this is like, hey, we can create government agencies every year, but we can't have an agency that makes sure the other agencies are performing well. That is a load of crap. So anyway, again, I think we all have the right to question, how is this going to work and will it really work? I think we need to try because I think a lot of us are tired of our tax dollars being spent in the worst ways ever when we know the government always could be fixed. Every working government in the world could be fixed. Every business in the world could be fixed with efficiency and with outsiders looking in to let people know what's going on. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to work? Do you think it's not going to work? I'll see you guys later.